How's it going, everybody? This is Eddie, and welcome to a new series. Sort of. Might be a series, might just be a one-off. We'll see. Depends on what kind of support you guys leave down there in the likes and the comments. But I was going to record some Trove, which I know you guys all love to see. Thing is that the servers were down for Trove, as far as I could tell. So I figured I would record a different video in the meantime, and I'll get Trove up a little later in the day today. I apologize for that. But this is RoboCraft, which is an amazing game. I got some friends here. In Bay 1, I have something called the XX, who you guys know, of course, from the streams, those of you who join us on weekends. But anyways, this is a building game, sort of. It's kind of like building battle robots. So I could place blocks here, and I could build, you know, something. Yeah, that was right. You know, I could build something. Anything. It's actually not right. I think it's like this. Now I'm gonna get distracted and spend my whole time trying to remember how to do a creeper head. Is that it? I mean, it's something like that. Anyways, but you build them, like I said, to battle. Now, here is one ship, and you can see we have these guns with the yellow accent stripes on them. Those are tier 2 guns, and I'll explain what that means. And I have a little square here with wheels on the inside. The square is to protect the wheels because you could actually shoot enemies could shoot them out, which, by the way, enemies are players in this game. It is a multiplayer online war game. And if we go ahead and go to the garage, I can load up my other robot, which is starkly different, but also a tier 2 robot. Oh, never mind, tier 1. I'll take it back. Not quite tier 2. Oh, that's right, I'm trying to get money to level up this guy. But he's got roto blades, which have him hover and fly around a bit. And the guns are on the bottom, because you'll be normally above the enemies. Let's use our bigger one for now, and let me show you what a game looks like. So I'll queue into one here. So I spent some time building those, and the way you advance the tier of your robot is you actually add higher level parts to it. It's not about how well you do in games. How well you do in games determines how much money you get. You use the money to buy more advanced parts, and you use those more advanced parts to attach to your ship and advance up the tiers. So as you can see, I'm on a team with all tier 2s, and we're facing a team of all tier 2s. Oh, there's a free code there for you guys to join the game to get premium. Premium gives you some boosters and experience in terms of gaining money quicker. But that's the nice thing, is that you might say, oh boy, it's a free-to-play game with the premium accounts, and there's, you know, there's free money that you can gain. There's also the paid money, which you can pay for, and you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my god, it's gonna be pay to win, because it always is. It actually isn't. They're using a great system. It's a lot like what I gather World of Tanks is like, and oops, I have been marked. I think that's what that means. And like I said, it's a fantastic system, if you ask me. Oh boy. Okay, I gotta get out of there. He was gonna get me for sure. Alright, let's get some help. I gotta face forward, because some of my cannons are only frontward facing. So I won't be able to hit him without it. Oh! Oh! Alright, try to stay moving. That's the problem with frontward facing guns, though, is that you can't be... If you're running around, you can't shoot with them, but then if you're standing still... So you can see I'm pretty exposed here. My circle is gone. The blocks have actually been destroyed as I've been shot. Now my wheels are vulnerable, and they could be hit, and they could be destroyed, and if they are, then I'll lose movement. Okay, this guy flipped over, so he's righting himself. Oh, I've lost all my guns. So now it's time to play the survive game. Just this dinky little car. Let's see what we can do to survive. It looks like we are winning. We've killed a lot more of their troops, but also you can see the red bar at the up, sort of top middle filling up. And that's because we are standing on their base at the opposite end of their spawn by that pillar. And because we're standing there, oh, there's one of the enemies. He's gonna come finish me off. Because we're standing on that base, we're actually winning slowly. So you can win either by conquering the base. Oh, he is gonna get me. Down to this one wheel. Some wheels have turning capabilities, some do not. So I have that one wheel on the back right is a turning wheel. The other two are just drive forward. Ah, he got me. Yeah, I dodged him for quite a while, and we won. Fantastic. Now, we didn't get to show off my favorite part of this game right there, and that is that if we had died sooner, we could just leave and do a queue into a new one. You don't have to wait. That's another thing that's taken from World of Tanks and World of Warplanes and those kinds of games, which is amazing. Absolutely no downtime. Now, we did win, and we did do a good job. We did kill people, so we did get a lot of money. So let's go ahead and buy some stuff. So I would like... I've been saving up for these new hover blades, but I'm going to buy me one of the level 2 turrets that don't... they're called submachine guns. They're SMGs. They're not frontward-facing SMGs. They're just... normal SMGs that can do 360 swivel. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my other robot, and I'm going to find this guy. This guy's blue stripe because he's only tier 1, which that's kind of lame. We want our tier 2 guy. There we go. Anyone else tier 1 still? No, those are all tier 2. So we have all tier 2, but we're not quite a tier 2 vehicle yet, which is fine. So let's play one game with this guy so you can see how this one plays. But before we move on, let's go ahead and take a look at all the things there is to do in this game. Oh my goodness, this tech tree. Look, these are all different durability, armor blocks that will break harder. We've got, I don't even really know what these do, the electro plates. They're like they're either shields or they ricochet bullets, or maybe they're melee damage, like ramming damage, that kind of thing. I'm not really sure. We have a bunch of different weapon types: plasma launchers, rail cannons, Tesla blades. Those are probably melee types. And the other ones are probably more defensive or something. And then SMGs, like I said. A bunch of different radars and radar jammers, as well as you have to go down this to get a mega seat, which lets you basically have an enormous amount of things attached to it. They're called megabots, and they have big fights. There's lots of cool Twitch streams you can watch of those. I'm not quite there yet, obviously. Then we have thrusters and the hover blades, caterpillar tracks like tank treads, different wings, airfoils and rudders. Rotor blades, which let you fly higher, walker legs, which let you climb up walls, all these different kinds of wheels, which give you various speeds and tractions and that kind of thing, as far as I know. And yeah, but look, I've only begun, and there's just so much more to do. So that's cool. Okay, so let's queue into another fight. I think I had something else to say in this screen, but I forget what it is. I think I was talking about how it's not pay to win. If you choose to pay money, you will advance yourself quicker, but you will only ever be playing with similar tiered robots as you are. So it's not always the case you're playing with the same one. Sometimes there's a few of someone a little higher, a little lower, and also sometimes, okay, so everyone's tier 1 in here. Also, on occasion, we have like a bunch of tier 1s versus just a couple tier 3 or 4s. You know what I mean? So they're like a couple tiers higher above you. That's called a challenge mode or something like that. Now you notice everyone has a percentage next to their name in this screen. That's actually a bonus in terms of how much money you get at the end. Now, why do I have a bonus? It's because other people here have premium. 3 people in my team have premium. 3 people on the other team have premium, and they do their best to balance it. And there's 6 people in the game in total who have premium. And what that does is actually results in them being... Each one gives you 5% bonus credits. So just by someone else in your lobby having premium, you get a bit of a bonus too, which is kind of interesting. So I'm flying, this guy's flying, we're both using roto blades. He has more protected roto blades. That's interesting. I should build mine to do that. That would actually probably solve a lot of the problems that I have with my current robot. I've got a radar in the back, which helps me look at the map there and see what's going on. Okay, I'm sorry, I just collided with that guy. I need to get out of here, though, because I cannot even see that guy. So I can ascend and descend, but this is about as high as I can go. Oh, and I have flipped. Which for this one actually doesn't quite matter all that much. But I will switch over. So I cannot shoot, I cannot move. I'm forced to sit here and flip like this, which is really rough. Some people build some really goofy, funny-looking robots in this game. Oh yeah, no, he's gonna get wrecked. Yep. Oh, and I got taken out. All right, it's good to know. All right, so let's go ahead and exit the game. We'll queue into another one. Why wait? We don't need to. But before we do, let's do some building. Get some credits there. Now, let's go ahead, open up the shop. I am, at this point, buying armor cubes. Let's go ahead and take, like, 20 of them for now and just see how that works for us. Now, oop. Okay, we can't put that there. We can put this here. So I almost feel like something like that. Right, and then let's actually go here and buy 4 of these. Okay, just so that we can get I could use the scroll wheel here to rotate these angle blocks. You want things to look a little nice, you know? You're gonna put the time in. Is that gonna be colliding with it? Nope. That's good to go. Alright, so this should offer some protection, I think, for those. And that effect, I think I'll put a bar here for added protection because we have the blocks. And even, you know, we're still pretty vulnerable head on here, so let's maybe buy, open up the shop and buy 4 more, maybe. Oh, you know what? That's not gonna work. Okay, it's alright. Let's get blocks there. Now, I don't know if each of these add a weight to it at all. I would imagine it probably would. Which means that we might get weighed down a bit. I mean, part of the thing that turned me onto this game was its likeness to Besieged, which I've been playing a lot of for fun recently. But I'm not sure. Let's get 8. Okay, that should offer a good deal of protection. As should that. Let's go ahead and actually I'm gonna be a little picky with this. I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. Let's get 8 of these angle ones and put them here. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think to protect this sooner, but I should have. So, we can go into practice mode and test it out. And while we're in practice mode, this would be a good thing to show before we do maybe one more game. Okay, this is good. It still flies the same. So here's an enemy. They're a little buggy in practice mode, but I feel much more protected. I'll probably be a lot more alive. But this is like you know, a little rover here. I don't know why he's not moving, but we can obliterate him. All right, let's see who else we got. Now there are thrusters which I've considered adding, but there's an interesting, you know, there's something to consider. Ooh. Right, this is a flying guy. He's got a flag behind him. We could go take him out if we wanted. There's a couple guys that I would really like to show you. Here's one. It's kind of a monster, right? But you know, I like this one in particular because I can, you know, eat away at this leg here, and then observe as the whole leg falls off. How cool is that? I can just pummel the main base up here too, eating away at enough of these until the whole thing can't survive anymore. Now these ones behave a little differently because they're NPCs as far as I gather. Here's another one that I really want to show you. Look at those legs. It's so cool. And he can climb up and hang upside down. He could climb that right there if he wanted to. He could climb and hang upside down on the other thing there. I don't know how useful it is, but it certainly is cool. Alright, so these guys don't attack back, obviously, and, whoa! Alright, back to the mothership. Let's go ahead and queue into another game with the sucker now that we've got the protections and see if we can last a little longer. Very quick to queue in. I feel like there's quite a few players. Like I said, it's not pay to win. It's not frustrating playing with smurfs or people who clearly shouldn't be playing with you. You know, as long as you get a considerable, you know, with the people that you play with who get premium, as long as you win a consistent... Oh, there's a wonky one. Huh? Pretty cool, huh? As long as you win, you know, an average of 50% of your games, and you're playing with, like, somewhere between 1 and 2 or 3, you know, people, you're going to get credits enough to advance quite quickly. It really doesn't take that much time to get enough credits to upgrade your stuff, especially if you don't do what I did, which is build 2 bots. I mean, if I had only spent money on 1 bot, it probably would be considerably higher tier at this point. I think it's a great game. It adds to creativity. It's got a sense of humor when you got your bots. It's also funny when you're down to, you know, one roto blade or hover blade or whatever it's called, and your player, and you're just whizzing around trying to stay free. But it's also kind of badass rolling out with a bunch of unique creations, not just preset classes, and trying to take on some enemies. It's kind of like it starts off really badass and then it kind of goes down to just kind of crazy, which is funny, and I like that a lot. It kind of reminds me of, like, if I had the ability to share my Legos with my friends as a kid, and then, oh, please don't, no, flip, oh, no, okay, gotta press shift to go down. Overturn, hope no one finds me. That's their base right there. Plasma bomber spotted. Okay. You can spot enemies. Alright. Let's see how this goes. They've got quite a few guys down by our base. We managed to sneak through. Is that an enemy? No, it's a teammate. Okay, forget that. Now, sometimes people sneak up into the mountains with sniper rifles, basically, and they do some massive damage up there. That was a pro strat learned by one of the people watching the stream, who I was playing with the other day. Now, if I get damaged, we can see that there's like 4 sections to the win bar up there. If you get damaged, anyone here gets damaged, that bar resets back down to the stage clears. So right now the 2 would, oh, you see right there, that perfect timing. Thanks for the demonstration, jerk. Let's go get him. If we can get over him, then a lot of the different cannons that they could have are ineffective. That's what I found. People are pretty bad at looking up in this game. Okay, here comes the more defenses. Okay, alright, let's get out of here. Okay, there. Yep, they've taken out one of our things and quite a few of our guns, and it's just us. Yes, okay. So we had a good run there, but they ultimately definitely won out. You can see he's got these a different kind of block type and everything, so might be a tankier kind of guy. He managed to survive a larger barrage than our dinky little aircraft. It's all up to this guy. We don't gotta watch. We can sit back and wait for the result of the battle to catch up with us as the battle is over, which I personally think is pretty awesome. So definitely give it a try. It's free to play. Feel free to play with me. I got it on Steam, by the way. It's not like you don't have to get it on Steam if you're not a Steam user. I would love to play with you guys. If you ever see me playing, feel free to join with me or friend me and that kind of thing. It's always a good time. I did play with a couple friends, and I enjoyed it a lot. And if you want to see more of this in the future, let me know. You gotta let me know. Oh, we're technically tier 2 now. Okay, so that's a big part of it. So we should get more the tier 2 rotor blades. That's my next thing. No, I keep calling them rotor blades. They're hover blades. Rotor blades are something else. Yeah, so if you want to see more of this, me just churning out battles and battles and designing new different crazy robots to fight it out, then you make sure you hit that like button and let me know in the comments. It's a great way for me to judge how much you guys are actually enjoying it. If you take the time to leave that like, it helps me out a lot, and it lets me know that you really like it because you went that extra step. But that's going to be it for me today. Again, Trove is coming in just a little bit. I'm going to go check if their servers are back up right now. So, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.